How's it going, guys? Right, so today what we're doing is we're going to be building a orc kind of World of Warcraft axe. I've been a big fan of World of Warcraft for years now, and now I've got my shed. I thought I can build some stuff, so I'm gonna build myself to start with a one-handed sort of like orcish style axe with like a wooden handle. I was going to use a metal handle at first, but I changed my mind. Like a wooden handle with leather, and this is what we're going to be doing for the top of it. So that's going to be like the into the shaft there, but I'm more thinking something along the lines of this. Nice size sort of head to it, and then like a big wooden handle coming off with leather strap, and maybe put some, I don't know, like red material through it so it looks like it's horde. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, and then eventually we're going to be doing, well, as soon as I've done the one-handed axe, we're going to need a shield to go with it, so we're going to be doing the shield as well. I've got an idea for the shield that I found, a picture that I really like, and I think it's kind of like I could do it, so I'm gonna have a go. Like all these advanced ones, I've only just started up, so I'm like doing it, so there's no way I'd be able to do something like that. But this one, there's going to be a picture there I'll put up. But yeah, I reckon I could have a good go at that. I think it's pretty simple. The only bit that's going to be kind of hard, I'd say, is a logo, the horde symbol that's in the middle. That's going to take a bit of cutting out. But I reckon the other side, it's just like slats of boards, you've got your metal frame in, and then put all your spikes on. But yeah, I reckon I could have a good go at that. But to start with, we're going to be doing this one-handed axe. So yeah, going to be good fun. So right, we'll go and start cutting it out now. Yeah, let's get on with it. Cut it out of this steel here. Alright, so what we need to do first is try and figure out which way we want it. Put it around there, somewhere like that. Right. And now we need to draw around it. I'm thinking something along the lines of that, and then I'm not going to draw that in because I cut that too small, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there like that. I'm going to use this as a template because the steel isn't really that thick, so if I cut it to the size of this, and then I can always just shave a little bit off there. So we're going to come straight down the side of that there. I wouldn't have thought we'd sink it any deeper in than about there. And then we'll same on that side, that helps you have a fucking marker pen that works properly. Right, so like that. Right, what we need to do now is cut that out. I'll get that all cut out, and then we can have a look how it fits in there. I'm going to have to split this, but we'll sort that out once it's cut out. Right. I get cutting on that. I've only got a hacksaw to do it with, so I won't bore you with sawing it all out because it's going to take me a little while. So right, we'll come back when we get that bit done. So guys, in this bit what we're doing is we've got to pretty much just make ourselves a handle. So I had some old tree stumps left over in the garden, which I was going to use for firewood. So I thought I'd strip this wood down off it with one of my old knives that I made, get the bark off it, and then we'll kind of try and shape it up a little bit to fit the axe as a handle for it. So once we've carved this down, we'll move on to the next little bit. So next thing, all we're doing here now is, now we've decided the size of the handle that we want, we're rasping it down with a wood rasp just to get the shape to it so we can actually hold it in our hand. Because before, once we'd chopped it all down, it was all really rough and raggedy. So all we need to do now is just take a bit of shape to it. Yeah, I've got to do a voiceover on this bit because I didn't realise on the actual clip I had music playing in the background. and YouTube always flag it up for copyright, so I thought I might as well just silence over it and redo the voice on it. So anyway, we'll move on to the next bit. Right, so now we've got it all rasped down to fit our hand how we want it. We've put a little cut in the top, so all that's going to do now is the actual head of the axe is going to slide down into there, and then we'll put a couple of drill holes through to be able to pin it into like position. That's where the head's going to go in. I'm going to shape this up a bit more. Obviously cut this metal out to here. Shape the head of the handle to fit, and then we're going to like wrap all this and kind of stain it and put some other bits on it and stuff. So the first thing I need to do is finish grinding this out and get it to some sort of shape that I want it, and then we can kind of make the handle fit a bit better at the top, because at the minute it's a bit big and clunky, so we're going to have to get it to fit a bit better. So right, I'll get this in here and then we shall cut it out. Right, so we've got pretty much the head cut out to the sort of shape that I want. Just got to clean all this up now. So yeah, that's the kind of shape that we're going to go for. Nice big spike on the back, and we're going to put a nice bevel on this edge here. That's what I need to practice though, because I've never tried really doing this with an angle grinder before, but we're going to have a go. See how it turns out. It turns out bad. Oh well. We'll try it anyway. Right, I'm going to draw a line and figure out where I'm going to bevel it. Right, so we put an edge in here. This is the kind of bevel that I think I'm going to try and get on it. I don't want to go too far back, but I think if we can try and go up to somewhere around this line here, we won't be doing too bad. First time I've ever tried beveling with this, so yeah, let's try it. I don't know how it's going to go, but oh well. Hi guys, so where we're at now is I've kind of polished all this up. I've put a slight bevel on that. It's going to need a little bit more work, but you can see it has all been cut out alright now. It's going to need a bit more sanding to file the edges off a bit, but we've got a bevel on there. we've actually got our sharp edge. God, that is sharp. Right, so what we're going to do next is, this is the handle. We've got the split down the middle. I'm going to have this slid into there, like that. Right, so that's going to be the handle for it. We're going to have that split down there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2 holes through here, and straight through, it'll go straight through the metal there, so that will hold that tight. But then we will have this split obviously down the axe. So I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of putting, because this is going to be like a horde weapon, so red is horde. So if we can put like this going round, and we'll glue that in, that'll then show you from the back, that might be a bit easier. That'll then hide this split like that. So might take that all the way down there. Other options we've got is this, a big old like leather belt. Somehow this is a bit too thick to be able to wrap round and round it, sort of thing. So what I might do is do the red, like to cover this bit up, and then put, obviously not the bits with the holes in, put like a loop of leather round there like that, maybe like a loop of leather at the top, and then one at the bottom. So we've got this bit here is going to be the handle, and then there's this other leather pouch that we've got here, which got it out of my dad's shed. He's having a clear out. So what I might do is on the inside, you can see it's nice leather, so I might cut this back bit off and wrap this handle in the soft grippy leather, rather than like the outside's like a slippy leather, which I don't really want on. But this here, we could use it as, if you hold that there like that, it makes a really good grip. So I might put that bit as the grip there like that. So yeah, anyway, I've got to heat treat the head, and then I've got to get it all screwed in, and then we'll carry on from there. But they're just a couple of ideas that I had, so I thought I'd share them, but I don't think it'll end up turning anything out like that, because I changed my mind within the second that I say it. So anyway, yeah, we'll go on with this, we'll heat treat it, and then we'll come back to it. Right guys, I'm just going to drill a couple of holes in this, just so, because I've got it in the exact place that I want it now. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes in, just so I don't lose the positioning that I want to keep. All the way through. Just right. Split the wood a bit, but it doesn't actually matter, because that bit's going to be, well, it's not split the wood, it's just frayed the wood a bit. That bit's going to be covered over anyway by rope, so right. At least when I want to put it back into position, I can quickly get it back there now. Right, I'll put one more just a bit further down here. Let's go. Right, oh, problem. It didn't go all the way through. Just bring that out. Might get it just what it needs. Well enough? Ah, there we go. Lovely, right. Put 2 little holes in it now, just so I can line it back up when I want to. Right. Next bit. Right guys, so yeah, what I did was I took the axe head round to my dad's garage to see if I could use his blowtorch to get it hot enough. but it just wouldn't quite get it hot enough. If you turn the lights off, which we did, you could kind of see it started getting an orangey tinge to it, but not enough of what it needed. So, seeming this axe is only really going to be like a decoration piece, I'm just going to leave it as that. But future, I'm building a big fire pit kind of thing in the back garden with an attachment to put a hairdryer into to be able to get the heat up a lot. So future ones I'm going to be able to do them properly, sort of thing. But I thought I'd just add this clip in anyway because it kind of shows how you do it. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it quite to the heat that what I needed it to do. Yeah, so we'll just do it at that. And then I did another little clip afterwards of once you've heated it up and quenched it, you're supposed to temper it then to take the hardness out of the steel. So you take it back up to like a wheaty sort of colour. So that's the next little bit that I'm doing here now. I've got all the head shined up, all sanded down and ready to go. We've got a nice bevel edge on it. Pretty sharp, but it hasn't been sharpened yet. But as I was going through like sanding this down and trying to get it really nice and sparkly, I was thinking, this is like an orc axe. Like, what the fuck orc sits and polishes his axe? So really, I should have done it. I don't know how I would have got it as a grubby look. I probably should have just left it all, made it go all rusty and shit. It would have looked better for an orc, but it's going to be a display, so I think that's as shiny as I'm going to bother taking it. Seeming it's got to be a horde style axe. So yeah, if it was going to be Alliance, then I'd have had to spend weeks shining it up and polishing it and looking all that other fancy stuff. But yeah, it's not. It's going to be for the horde. So what I've done for the handle as well, we've gone for this. I've put some, what's it called, gloss black oak, like varnish on it. It literally looks like it was dumped it in oil. That's kind of the look that it's got. It took like 2 days for it to dry. It just would not dry. But yeah, so that's what it's going to look. That's the underneath of it. Not a lot of that is going to be seen anyway, but I wanted to make it all dirty because, like I said, horde again. Should be dirty and grubby, seeing it's going to be for an orc. Right, so these are the other bits that we've got. I'm going to point the camera down here. Right, these are the other little bits that I've found and cut up. So, what we're going to be doing is, once I've put this in, let's slide it down for a second. Once this is in and pinned in, then we've got some red for, obviously because we need it for the horde, so I'm thinking what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to wrap it kind of round the head of the axe, so it'll go around there like that, maybe to somewhere around there, so obviously it's going to go right round. And then what we're going to do is, I've got some leather that I had off an old pouch, we'll put that probably about here. And then we've got this leather, because it's got a nice grip for a handle, so that probably about there. And I had an old thick leather belt, so we'll go for pretty much in between sort of thing. So you're not really going to see the handle, the wood of the handle, apart from the bottom and maybe there. But I'm thinking that's kind of move it down a bit, as you can see the head. That's kind of the layout that I'm going to get for it. Obviously it's all going to be wrapped tightly round it once I've pinned it up and glued it down. Still not 100% sure how I'm going to stick it down. I'll probably use some of that Gorilla Glue, that boxy stuff, to see if that sticks it, but I think I might have to pin it with little tiny nails as well while the glue goes off, so I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to put the rods through here now, get them cut, and then we can start gluing this handle together to see what it looks like. Alright, I'll get these rods cut, I'll get this set in, and then we can start gluing the handle together. Right guys, well the clip that I just filmed of putting all this head on didn't work because my camera's an absolute knob. But yeah, it cut out like halfway through me doing it, and because I was busy doing it I didn't even realise it had stopped. I don't know why it stopped, but yeah, anyway, we've got the head in, we've got 2 pins, this one here, and that one there, we pinned them down. And then now I'm just clamping this to the head, so we've got the head in there clamped. But yeah, anyway, so I've just lost like probably about 5 minutes worth of stuff of me doing it, but hey, it's not special to watch anyway, just me putting some pins in. But yeah, we've got, that's it. That's all we need to do. We just need to wait for ages now because the weather's fucking crap and cold, so I reckon it might take a bit longer. Usually when it's sunny and hot it goes off pretty quick, but yeah, I think we might have to wait. And then we've got all the handles to put together, then put all the leather on and stuff like that. But yeah, we're slowly getting there. It's looking cool. And this weather's fucking awful as shit. It's quite nice in there just chilling out listening to the rain while I'm doing it. But yeah, anyway, right, so once that's dried off we'll come back and I will put the handle together. So cool, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so it's stuck. As you see, I still need to cut these pins off, but there it is. It's mounted to the handle. Ain't no moving in that. Yeah, pretty cool for an orc. Yeah, I like it. Looking cool. Just need to sew these little pins off, and then we can start wrapping it up in leather and whatever else we'll decide. I've got the stuff to do with, but I'm not sure the order yet that I'm going to do it in. So yeah, can't believe it. I didn't think it would actually stick as good as it has. Like no movement in it whatsoever. Cool, right. Get this sawed off. We'll carry on. Right, so that's kind of what I'm going to do around the top, just so we've got a bit of red, so it looks hardy. Need to stick it down, so mix a little tiny bit of epoxy up. It's not quite stuck up here, so we can make a little tiny gap. Need to just put a little tiny bit in there like that. Sure. I should stick that in. I might need something to hold it actually. It doesn't want to stick. I'll keep my hand on it like that. Right, I'll come back when that's dried off. Right, okay, I've put a little pin in that just to try and stick it down, but I thought while I'm doing this, I'll do the bottom part of this at the same time, so it seals that in. So I need to put some of this epoxy stuff on these strips of leather that I have. Might actually have to mix a little bit more up. Using the fucking tiniest brush known to man. Right. Yeah, I think I'll have to mix a little bit more. Take it round there. I might put the joint in through the middle like that. Yeah. Right, so I'll put a couple of little pins in here. Put one in there. Go on, in the hole. Right. Strapped around it. Now I just need to let that all go off, all the glue. find something just to stick that down with, like keep it tight. One of these little, one of these will do, one of these little clamps. We just put that, there we go. Alright, I'll keep that tight on. Right, so next. These, I think that should probably go somewhere around there. So we put that there like that. Bam there. Well, that's the handle. So we've got that one there. Put that one for an in-between piece. Yeah, that's the one. And then we've got these two for down the bottom. I'll try and wrap this in it now. The easiest way is through there like that. Well, I'm going to put the seam at the front, the same as that one. Right. So if I can get on there like that, and I'm going to put a pin in it. And so I've got something to pull against then instead of it just moving round. No, that's the other grip to it. Right, so I'll go along and pin all that in now, and then we'll do the next bit when it's dried off. Alright, so I'll put the next handle grip on anyway, because you pretty much just watch me do that one, so I thought I might as well do the next one. I didn't think there was any point in recording that a little bit, because you've already just seen me do the one before. Same with this really, I'm just going through putting these leather straps on now, so it's just a bit of a pain in the arse. Not really much to watch apart from me covering myself in bloody glue. So what I think I'll do, I think I'll put these next 3 pieces on, and I'll jump to where I'm finished with the handle, so you can have a proper look at it instead of sitting and watching me put glue all over everything. Right, so, okay guys, right, so we've got it all the handle pinned, and there are all these seams on it. It's about as good as I can do after to pin it all in. So there we go. It'll be a two-handed axe, so I'll put 2 grips on it. Or we can just have it as the one-handed axe if you're an orc, but it'd be two-handed for us. So next we need to make the shield to go with it, so that'll be coming on the next one. But if the weather's good tomorrow, I'm gonna try it out. We shall slay some, I don't know, watermelons, see how well it slices. So yeah, hopefully weather's a bit better than tomorrow, because it was pissing down all day today. So yeah, fingers crossed, and then we can have a little play with it. But that's it. My orc axe. Cool. Right. Let's have a look at what the weather's like tomorrow, and we'll try it out. Right guys, so the rain won't stop. Let's have a go with it anyway. We fill some nut bottles up with some cold water. Let's have a crack. Really cleaning off. Let's try and take the other side off. Nice. Yeah. This one is not pissed, honestly. Oh, we need to try the spike as well. No, the spike blade. It's right now. Right, I don't think it's going to cut this. It cuts it even with it being empty. Right, last one. We need to kill a gnome. So this is the closest we could get. Right, Bobby's head off. Gnome's dead. Sweet. If you enjoyed the video guys, subscribe for more. Horde Shield's coming next. Cheers.